Hey guys, my name is Hannah and recently Stranger Things has been in my life. So I started watching Stranger Things when everyone was watching it and I got to around episode 5-ish and then I stopped because I found that I wasn't hooked. But then I watched it from the start again recently. I couldn't stop watching, especially after I got past that point where I stopped. It was just non-stop. Me watching Stranger Things, staying up way too late even when I had school the next day, and now I finished a couple days ago and I want to watch it again, but I have too much work and it makes me very sad that Anyway, since I do not have time to watch the whole thing again, well, until the Christmas holidays, I thought that I would do something else Stranger Things related and do the book tag, which I haven't been tagged in, but I've tagged myself because I love Stranger Things. Yep. I'm following the whole cast on Instagram and I'm just a little bit obsessed with Finn Wolfhard. I didn't say anything, okay? He's in my ear, it's all good. It's dodgy when people who are like 20 say that they like him, like they fancy him, but he's my age. It's all good, don't worry. Don't worry, it's all good. So, I've got 8 questions here. I will try to go quickly because I tend to drag my videos out for way too long. I filmed my bookshelf tour last weekend, but I'm gonna film it again because I had so much footage, about an hour and a half of it for one bookshelf. So I'm gonna do it again, not rambling as much, but I'll do that another time. I've got tests coming up that I need to revise for and want to get this video out soon. I'll leave the person who created this down below. Number 1, epic intro. The opening sequence of Stranger Things is amazing and really grabs your attention. Name a book that grabbed your attention from the first page. Okay, I'm doing what I always do in tags and using at least one book that I haven't read, and this kind of goes against what the question is asking, but I'm still doing it. The book Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I got this last year for Christmas from my friend when we did Secret Santa. I just read the first line in this. I mean, first of all, it's got a map and who doesn't love a map, you know? But the first line in this just says, "She'd never killed before tonight." I read that first line when I first got it last year and I hadn't forgotten it. I haven't started reading it. It has hooked me. I do want to read it, but I just haven't started it because I think there are 6 books in the series and that's commitment. So I'm waiting until I have enough patience to sit down and read the whole thing. Number 2, Dungeons and Dragons. Name a fantasy world you would like to experience yourself. Harry Potter. Number 3, squad goals. When Eleven met Mike, Dustin and Lucas, it was a mostly perfect team. Name your favourite bookish group of friends. I'm putting the Raven Boys and Blue because I just love their group dynamic. I love how they work together. I just love every single person, and loads of people who did this tag put that as their answer, but that just proves how amazing they are. And if you haven't read them, you really should because they are my children and those books are my life. Just yes. Number 4, ABCs and Christmas Lights. Joyce Byers goes mad with grief after Will goes missing. Name your favourite mentally unhinged character. I really didn't know what to put this because I don't really read that many books where there are necessarily mentally unhinged characters. But then I saw Grace from Grace with a Book in Her Face. Quality name, by the way. She said Winter from the Lunar Chronicles, and I completely agree with that because Winter is a bit whimsical. She talks to herself, she sees things. She could be described as a little crazy, but I love her and I love her character. So number 5, The Upside Down. Name a book that was the opposite to what you expected. You may already know this, but We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I was not expecting this book to be what it was. I didn't expect it to become one of my favourite books, which it is now. I love it. It's amazing. I don't really want to say too much about this because even knowing what I think is a small amount may spoil stuff for you, so just read it yourself and you'll get what I mean. Number 6, Mad Scientists. Dr. Brenner likes to get freaky with humanity. Name the freakiest dystopian government you can think of. I really liked this question because I get to talk about a book that I haven't spoken about much on this channel, and that is The Territory by Sarah Gubbett. The way that I came across this book was the author came to my school and she signed it for me here. It says, "To Hannah, happy reading." She signed it there. It's a nice short book and I really like the concept in it. So I'll read the blurb to you really quickly.
Noah Blake is just another normal 15-year-old with exams looming, except in the Territory, normal isn't normal. The richest children have a node on the back of their necks and can download information bypassing the need to study. In a flooded world of dwindling resources, Noah and the other worms have their work cut out even to compete. And competing is everything, because anybody who fails the exams will be shipped off to the wetlands, which means a life of misery, if not certain death. but how to focus when your heart is being torn in 2 different directions at once.
And this is set in 2059, so it's basically what would happen if global warming got to the point where it can't be reversed and all the ice caps start melting, the sea levels rise, half of the world's land will be underwater. In this book, there isn't enough space for everyone, so they have these exams where you have to get an average of 70% in all the exams across all the subjects, and if you don't get that, then you get shipped off to the wetlands, which is where basically the water levels have risen, where there are loads of diseases, there's malaria, mosquitoes are everywhere. In the territory you're safe. Where Noah's living, in the UK, you live in the territory until you are 15 and you take these exams. But in other countries, like in France, I think, the government, if it's not that you take an exam, it's just that you get killed when you're 40. So you have a lifespan of 40 years and that is it. And I just think it's so cruel, it's so freaky, and every single country has a different system. Each government is equally as brutal and disturbing. Just makes you really think about what could potentially happen if we mess up our world even more than we already have. A bit depressing to think about, but that is what this is about. And number 7, Demagogue. Name a scary bookish character that you would not want to come through your walls. I'm saying the Valg army and kings and princes and those massive spiders from the Throne of Glass series. I would hate the idea with having your mind trapped in your body while someone else is controlling you. I'm terrified of spiders already, so please do not let me come face to face with one of those giant spiders. That army seems absolutely terrifying. Do you not want to come across that? No thank you, I am good. Just stay away. I'll leave you alone if you leave me alone. Yep, good, good. And last, but certainly not least, cliffhanger ending. Name a book that left you wanting more. Okay, this book definitely left me needing to know what happened next, and that is Quack Angel by Cassandra Clare. At the end of this book, something happens with my favourite character, Will Herondale, and I don't want to spoil it. Nothing bad happens, but it kind of cuts off in the middle of a conversation. I needed to know the rest of that conversation as soon as possible, so I ran upstairs when I finished this and grabbed Clockwork Prince so I could start reading that. Damn, did not disappoint, this trilogy. I love it, it's my favourite trilogy in the world. And yeah, I guess that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will try to get my bookshelf tour up soon. I'm gonna refilm it, but the sun goes down at 4, for God's sake. At 4? Why does it go down at 4? I don't know. By the time I'm home, it's too dark to film, so I've got to wait till the weekends, and then I've got volunteering on weekends, and I've got to do all my homework and revision for exams, but I'm squishing filming in somehow. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!